Today, a showdown between a pair of undefeated giants in a game that should have long-lasting implications. It's the North Dakota State Bison and the Red Devils. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
I caught up with the Red Devils head coach. He is taking a 1-0 approach, even though this team is on a 5-game winning streak and they have an unranked opponent coming into town today. He said all we have to do is keep going 1-0 all year long. If we keep a week-by-week focus, we'll look up and be in the college football playoff. That was his message to the team before this game. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bison will have the first possession in this one as their offense comes out to go to work. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David, but the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. You're like, sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sets his feet. It's Hayes. That's caught. It's Collins.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush right in his face. Pulls it in with one hand. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Oh, you want to talk about catch radius, the big soft hands, it's like throwing it into a giant pillow.
And it's so nice for the quarterback, Reese, to know he doesn't have to put that right on his face mask. He's got an athletic tight end with crazy eye-hand coordination that can make plays like that.
He'll throw it. Caught. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window, and he did that right there.
Pulls it, fires to the left. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Just keep slinging it. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
All the way back to the 15. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. And here comes the sophomore running back. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last wins.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Sanders. Throws to the tight end. Got a man. It's McDonald. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Second and long here. Wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Way off target there.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game. And
now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Motion from the back. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this fourth down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Rides to the back. There he goes. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Quick give. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Using his feet. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Looking downfield, it's Hayes. Makes the grab. On the move is the 30. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. This time they'll throw it. On the left side, grabbed by Williams.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This will be the 9th play of the drive coming up. It's a 3rd and 2. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Plowing ahead on 4th down. Maybe some room here. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And how about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football. They stick to what they do well. They know where the first down marker is, and they get the first down.
Back to throw, it's Hayes. Left side, it's Myers. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll move the tight end. Takes the handoff. It's Peppers. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. On the run, fires downfield. All alone, he's got it. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Red Devil. A great catch and run for 6.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28, and a pretty good job by the coverage unit. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Right side, it's Collins. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Dropping back, it's Hayes. He'll try to do it himself. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Making the adjustment on the play. Sends it back in motion. First play of this drive. Oh, pressure's coming. And he gets rid of it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Peppers. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
Using his legs, it's Peppers. And he could not get loose on the run.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking to throw, it's Sanders. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Needs it. Sees some running room. They'll knock him down, and he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time.
4th down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that first down.
And it's the Red Devils. Will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Finds his man. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Red Devil.
This has been an outstanding job by this football team in the middle 8, right? The last 4 minutes of the first half, they score a touchdown. And here in the first 4 minutes of the second half, they score another. They've changed the scoreboard. They've changed the momentum. Their confidence right now is very, very high. But this is one of those areas situationally in the game coaches are always harping on, and they have executed perfectly.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? The give. Just burrowed right into the middle, and this clock keeps running here late in the second quarter. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with a look at Georgia Southern taking on the James Madison Dukes. And it's Georgia Southern in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big 12. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Allegiant Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Red Devils get a chance to send their offense out onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Well, if you were wondering if this offense was going to be more conservative in the second half after all the success they had in that first period, think again. They waste no time taking a shot on their opening drive early on, and they've already scored a touchdown here. This defense continues to be on their heels.
And didn't find much room at all as he'll go out of bounds at the 12. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. Brought down. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And here comes the punt team. Making his first move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Red Devils get a chance to send their offense out onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Enough to move the chains. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Looking for a man. It's Hayes. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Third and long equals pass almost every single time. Pin your ears back, go get the quarterback. Great job by the defense understanding the situation. Everybody flying upfield, putting pressure. Know the quarterback's going to hold it. Get to him, strip, sack. You get the rock.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Snap in the shotgun. Unloads to the right. It's caught. Touchdown, Red Devil! And the beatdown has ensued. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he coughs it up inside the 20. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. And the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Red Devil! On the sideline, got it in the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Dropping back, it's Hayes. Catch in the middle, it's Collins. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. It's dropped after taking the hit.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. The Red Devils get a chance to send their offense out onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Complete to the left. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And it's the Red Devils right after the huge play through the air back to the line. On the run, it's Peppers.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Looking downfield is Sanders. Rush is on. And they got him.
There we go, defense. That's the play you needed to have. All night long, you've been giving up big ones to this offense. That's why you're in the position you're in right now, down by multiple possessions. But finally, they come away with their first sack.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unloads to the wideout. And they can't complete the bullet pass on third down. And it's the Red Devils will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. North Dakota State sends the offense out, ready to get things rolling on this drive. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Trying to take it back. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Red Devils get a chance to send their offense out onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll snap it from the 48 on third and short. To the air, it's Sanders. Look out! Turns it upfield. Nice move there. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And it's the Red Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Peppers. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. And it's the Red Devils go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a space. Escapes the pressure to his right. Pulls it in. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Looking to get it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Dakota State sends the offense out ready to get things rolling on this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
They give it to him again. Jukes his way for more. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. They bring the punter onto the field now. On his way back from the 20. He only needs a sliver of daylight. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Red Devils get a chance to send their offense out onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. To the air, it's Sanders. Out wide right, it's Peppers. Snags it, and there's running room. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That's going to